I'm building towards the new database school experience. It can't be just video. It has to be some sort of interactive component. We need to have a
Okay.
little more than just video.
Yeah.
And we get that, Kelsey and I get that feedback from time to time. Like, hey, are there any, capstone projects or like hands-on exercises? And we're like, oh, there's the data. Like, you could follow along if you want. We've made the data available, but not in like a
Yeah.
very useful way.
Yeah.
So been working on an in-browser database playground as part of that. So you'll have the video, and below that you'll have like a SQL editor, basically, just a big old box where you can type in some queries. And the fun part is it will hit an actual database containing the data that I'm using in the video. So if you want to follow along while I'm doing it, you can. If you want to wait till the video's over and practice, you can. If you don't want to use it at all, that's fine. But I will have a text box that is somehow, and this is the interesting part, somehow connected to a live and running database where you can query the database and get the results back. So that's kind of setting the scenes. Any thoughts so far?
So this is one of those things where it's such a bad idea that it's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
we've
it's
come
a
all
bad
the way
idea.
around.
Right.
Yeah.
You come all the way around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So so I like this idea because it's definitely like annoying, especially if you're learning like a new database or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, just setting it up sometimes is annoying and all those things. And then definitely getting the data in is always annoying, even if you make it available, whatever. Like all that stuff's bad. So having it right there is going to be super cool. You could like make it quite interactive, even like in the videos, presumably. If
this
you
all
wanted
sounds
to.
on the good side so
It's
far.
all good.
So I'm good. I'm good with that.
Obviously I have questions, things like, I think it's generally frowned upon to just leave databases open and available to random people. Right?
Okay. Well, if that's your problem, I've got solutions, but keep going.
Interested to hear and poke holes in your solution to that.
I dare you.
And then no, I think I get it. Like, it's like you're watching the database video. Now, there is stuff like as you get into other types of courses, like Redis or whatever.
I got Redis on lock. I'm ready for that.
You're
the
ready
stuff
for
that's
that
going to
one.
be a problem is like these SQLite backup tools where there's like multiple things running. I'm like, I probably won't do that, but I got plans for Redis. So keep going. Give me more concerns. I'm ready.
SQLite can like you could run that in the browser, I guess, even, right? Like, because the browser has it. So will you just have it be a local host thing for the SQLite, or
maybe we'll see.
Okay,
I have plans for that. I've got a little proof of concept for that.
Okay.
So far, all your concerns are technical, and I'm prepared for those. So that's good.
Okay.
I like that.
I guess if we want to go non-technical concerns, I don't know if this is even a concern. It doesn't seem like it's taking you that long to construct this. Is that correct? Like, we've been a week.
Who knows? What is time? Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have a lot more to do? Let me put it that way.
As far as that goes, I don't have a lot more to do.
Okay.
As far as like building out the site goes, I do have a lot more to do because I've not yet received the final branding. So I need to get that and then build out the site to match that. So
yeah, but that's all that's lesser. Like, this is like a big technical thing you're constructing.
Yes.
So, and you talked about this a while back, the idea of doing it, but I don't think you've been working on it for months here or anything. Right?
Oh,
so,
no, I picked it up like in the last week. Yeah.
Right. So if you don't have that much, let's say you have another week to go on it or whatever, it's like the risk of it seems small from a like businessy perspective of like Aaron went off on some foolhardy adventure that took him 6 months, and then
as he has been known to do.
As he has been known to do. So that seems good. And then there's like who knows how the market will react to this? Like, is this going to be revolutionary, or is it going to be like people are like shrugging, or how effectively can you market it to make it part of the value proposition?
Yep.
I think that's, a big part of it, so that people, if you just discover this once you buy the course, it's kind of useless from a marketing perspective, right? Like, you need to like know about this and be excited about it so that it's part of the reason you buy the course, right?
Yes.
So there's like doing that stuff, but it seems like low risk reward type of thing that like people can dig it. They can like, you can do some cool stuff with it. Yeah, I don't really.
This hardly rises to so bad it wraps around. First of all, this is like I have not even heard why this is a bad idea.
Oh, no, so I don't have any problem on the business side with that part. The so bad it wraps around is just the open.
Oh, great!
Database
I love that because I'm so
so
prepared.
maybe you get that. So obviously for the listener,
let's do that.
Open databases generally bad. Building a database on demand for quasi unauthenticated people. I mean, I guess they'll be technically authenticated to you. So I mean, they're not really that bad because like, I guess it's only going to be for paying customers or no?
It will only be for logged in customers.
Okay.
Or
so
logged
there are free
in
things
people.
though, potentially.
Yes. So there will be free. So like the way that I've traditionally structured it, it's like the first, 10 videos are free, whatever, something like that. But you have to log in to watch them. So then I get your email address. So there will be no like people off the street that can just use the browser thing.
There is people off the street.
Well, it depends on, what we mean by off the street. If we mean off the street, just like randos with no email address, no. I mean, if we mean off the street with like rando with made up email address, then yes. Yeah.
Right. I mean, rando, they have not paid you money. And so they can easily just log in and start databasing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, so I mean, that's the wraps around part, right? Is like, obviously it could be scripted to access this and do stuff. Now, I don't think you're going to be giving anybody any reason to really go crazy on trying to hack this thing because at the end of the day, it's just like a database.
You just get an underpowered database at your disposal.
You're not like sending emails or those type of things that people usually, might hack you for. So in that regard, and you're not connecting this to any actual products that have actual data where this is going to be some vector of attack. So it doesn't even wrap around in that sense. It's like just the concept wraps around of, right? It's like, this is a bad idea. But in reality, for what you're actually doing, it seems like the risk surface is.
See, that's my sweet spot. This is a bad idea. But actually, it's not that bad of an idea. Right, that's my sweet spot. Yeah. So, all right, let's talk tech.
So, tech it out for us.
First thing, you said it's going to be either like revolutionary or a nothing burger. I think it's going to be pretty closer to nothing burger versus revolutionary. So I think it's basically going to be like almost table stakes and not like a fundamentally novel, unique thing. I think at this point, a lot of people expect some sort of environment where they can play with the course that they're watching. So I don't think this is particularly novel. I think it is partially novel in that, running actual databases. I don't think many people are doing that. Some people are doing like PG Lite in browser WASM stuff. But like Kent C. Dodds and Matt Pocock and boot.dev, and I think even Laracasts now, I would have to check. I think they all have some sort of like code execution sandbox.
With a database?
Not with a database. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I mean. The general coding in education is like, hey, let's like build React in the browser and play with it and see immediate feedback. Gotcha. And I think Jeffrey has like a quizzes or a practice or like a something for PHP as well.
Okay.
But as far as databases go, I do think this is novel. So let's talk tech. So I don't ever want to leave a database that I'm paying for open to the public internet. So that's step one. And I'm paying for these databases.
Right. And they're open to the public internet.
But they're not.
Okay. That's well, you're authenticating them to the user, you're saying.
I am. No, you're going to love this. You're going to love this.
Boy. I wish this had something stronger in it than water.
I know it's early, and we got to get afternoon energy going again.
Yeah.
All right, so it's actually running on a server, first of all. So a lot of people are like, "Hey, why don't you do PG Lite?" And I'm like, "PG Lite is cool. WASM build of Postgres, put it in the browser. It's just you run into the limitations immediately."
Yeah.
Immediately,
terrible.
It's
I want
massive.
Part of that. I want no part of that.
How am I going to load any reasonable amount of data in the user's browser?
Terrible.
What if I want to teach PostGIS and then am I like compiling PostGIS to WASM? Like, give me a break. I'm not doing that.
That's a terrible idea.
importantly, when I go to MySQL, there's no MySQL WASM.
Well, right,
It's
course.
like what
Yeah.
am I doing here? So now I have to do this. I have to invent this wheel anyway. Let's just start by inventing the wheel.
Yeah.
There are a couple of like code sandbox tools that do it. All of them I found them to be wanting. It's just like
I don't want to get into
lowest
that.
common denominator, and they're it's not exactly what I needed. So
you don't want to create a whole technical support problem for yourself with like your customers who pay you $200 once are now coming to you and being like, I'm trying to install the crazy thing in my browser or whatever, and I need this other thing. Like, that's all nightmare scenario. So you don't want any part of that. Yes,
I just want their browser to be able to issue a post request. That's it. And then paint some HTML and CSS. That's all that matters. So here's the setup. The databases are running on fly.io machines. So machines is a technical or a term of art for them. A machine is like one instance of a VM, like a micro VM, like Firecracker, I think is the tech that they use. But you can have an individually addressable VM, and these databases are running on like, one virtual CPU and a gig of RAM. So they're very, very small. So the way that it works is my Laravel application that serves like the website and the videos and all of that stuff. My Laravel application is in charge of provisioning these fly.io machines. And the fly.io machines take a Docker file. So I've written some Docker for, maybe the first time ever. Yeah, me and Chat wrote some Docker. So the Fly platform takes these Docker files and turns them into, machines that can be spun up very quickly. It's not actually using Docker. They do some weird stuff, but it's as if it is. So every user on my side, every user is getting their own virtual machine. So that's step one.
That's important.
Nobody's mucking around with anybody else. There's no crossover. Everything's just discrete. And if it goes bad, we throw it away and we build a new one. That feels good to me. So when the user's logged in and they type something into the query box below the video and they hit, run query, it goes through my Laravel application. So that's part of it. Is it's never going directly to the database. Like it's not posting to some HTTP endpoint that's on Fly. It's posting to my actual Laravel server. And then I am using Laravel to go out to what is in this case the Postgres database. Now, the way that it gets out to the Postgres database is through a private IPv6 network that is not open to the public. So Fly gives you this thing. I'm learning so many things. Fly gives you this like VPN thing, and it's WireGuard is apparently what it's called. And so I have to run this WireGuard VPN on my Forge server. And then all these private IPs come alive and I can address them.
Makes a tunnel. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So the user will post the query. Laravel will receive the query. It will check if a machine is running for this user for this video. And if not, it will provision a machine, which happens very quickly. And then it will send the query, get the response, and then send the response back down to the browser. So I always have a middleman so I can make sure that it's authenticated. I'm never exposing anything besides the endpoint, which is like, video/1, /query, whatever it is. And I can then keep track of the queries that are being run, and I can suspend the machines after, whatever, some like 30 seconds. Nobody's sent a query in 30 seconds. I can suspend the machine, which takes away the cost of compute and only leaves the cost of storage, which is minimal. And then after whatever, after they navigate off the page or whatever, I can destroy the machine and it just completely goes away. And so from a suspended state to a running state, it's like less than a second. It's like a couple hundred milliseconds. From a completely stopped state to a started state, it could be 5 to 10 seconds. So I'll have a pool of suspended machines that are ready just to be started. And that suspend and stop part is really fast, and it goes to sleep with everything in the same state. So when it's reanimated from suspension, all their data is still there. So this means a user shows up on a video. They send a query. In the background, I have this Docker file that loads the seed data that loads all the extensions for Postgres. It gets the entire machine up and ready, and then it receives the query and it brings back the data exactly as it is in the video that you're watching. It's
Right.
pretty good.
I like that.